Two city councilors want Hamilton to implement a 2-year pilot program requiring landlords to have licenses for rental units in homes situated in wards 1, 8, and part of 14, parts of the city with significant numbers of student renters.
We have to assure that they are safe and that they meet standards which we set out in law.
Ward 1 Councillor Maureen Wilson says overcrowding and poor upkeep in some rental homes near McMaster are creating unsafe living conditions.
There's not appropriate room sizes. You have people in bunk beds living in 8 by 10 foot tiny rooms.
Ward 8 City Councillor John Paul Danko is seeing the same thing near Mohawk College and says licensing would allow bylaw to inspect these homes.
We'll be able to enforce things like building code, electrical code, and most importantly, fire code.
Landlords would need to have their properties pass a full inspection to get a license. Wilson and Danko say currently the city cannot enforce violations unless invited into a unit.
I think it's the bad operators that are really pushing back against this.
The license and inspection would cost several $100s, which Danko wants used to pay for the program. If Hamilton adopts this proposed bylaw, it won't be the first municipality in Ontario to take this approach. Already, London, Waterloo, and North Bay have similar programs, and in Windsor earlier this year, a pilot program was approved. But a report from Hamilton City staff is recommending against implementing it at this time, saying it has the potential to impact costs and supply of units. The report states the pandemic has increased pressure on the rental market, explaining that rents are increasing, vacancy rates in affordable units are down, and high levels of displacement could be on the horizon with the end of the moratorium on evictions. Introducing a rental housing licensing regime at this time could have a further destabilizing effect on the rental housing market. Some critics of the licensing program are worried landlords will pass the costs of the license and inspections onto renters.
And my response to that is it's a false narrative. We should never be asking residents of this city to have to choose between affordability and health and safety.
At Tuesday's City Council Planning Committee meeting, the staff report will be discussed, and Wilson and Danko say they will request the committee go against the recommendation and adopt the bylaw. Matt Ingram, CHCH News, Hamilton.